This is Codswallop and Blatherskite, and we are here to present you with an improvised spooky story for Halloween.
As it is close to Hallows Eve, it is Halloween, basically.
All Hallows Eve will soon be
All
upon us.
Hallows!
All Hallows are very ready for us.
Which means that anything spooky could happen, and anything could happen because this is improv. What will inspire our improvisation?
Today, my dear friend, our scenes are inspired by a phrase, and the phrase is, well, nobody's perfect.
Well, nobody's perfect sounds to me a fantastic starting place for our improvised shenanigans.
And without any further ado, we present...
Or a boo, without any further ado.
Without any further ado, we present to you a spook-umentary.
I don't think my knees can quite cope with that. Yeah, hey man, so I'm going to be like filming a documentary. You know, I've always been interested in the paranormal. And I believe this house is haunted, so I'm going to be interviewing some ghosts, seeing what they're about. Oh my God, here's a spirit right now. Sir, tell me about yourself.
Yes, hello. Thank you for volunteering your time to join me and let me share my story, because I am an imperfect ghost. Ghosts today, they're haunting, they're scaring, they're causing lots of major problems in the world, and they're giving us true specters a bad name. Isn't that right, Sally?
Oh, that is so right, Dominic.
This is my spooky friend, Sally. She is
I just want to let you know I want to make it more than friends, but
yes, but I don't seem to be prepared for any additional functions in this spectral state. You know what I mean?
It's always the way, sadly. But hey, Dominique, you were saying to our documentary, thank you very much for doing this documentary.
Sally, I was just explaining to our documentarian here that we are just we're not fitting in with the rest of the ghosts and goblins and ghouls and hauntings these days. Everyone seems to be very, how do you say?
Dispirited.
I was going to say blah, but dispirited, I guess, would be a good.
I think dispirited works on two levels. One, the lack of spirit, and secondly, the lack of ghost spirits.
Yes, dispiriting. It is a plague that's been plaguing the spirit world of dispiriting. I mean, who's responsible? I think that's pretty much what we're trying to find out these days, is who's been dispiriting the spirit world.
And we found each other here in this old creaky old house under the stairwell of all places.
Yes, the stairwell was very small. It was very crowded in there.
There was an amazing amount of people in there. I mean, just like quite a lot of people, and being invisible is a real issue. I mean, we've had to bring our heads on, especially for this.
Well, yes,
so you have something to look at.
It was very important to put our head into the physical world. Under the stairwell, Sally tends to breathe on my neck really warmly and consistently, and these ghostly breaths just are very cold for my bones.
It's very chilling. Very chilling.
Chilling. So thank you for interviewing us, and feel free to follow us around this house here at 663 Broadview. It is been here since, what was the year this house was born? 1422, I think it was built. Very creaky.
Very quickly. We wanted to go to 666, and
Okay.
sadly, someone has knocked it down.
Yes, it was very unfortunate. But we settled for this one, and make yourself at home in the parlor by the skeleton framed mirror, and we will see you around the house.
And please don't feel at all concerned about my breath. I may come up close. I just haven't had a lot of love recently. I was hoping that Dominic would become like a life partner or a death partner. He's not really into that. He sort of thinks he's left that behind. And I feel more that I would like a relationship. So I'm happy to do it spirit world and human world, spirit and documentarian. But there's no pressure. I will just sort of lurk. That's what I like to do. So that is essentially what's going to happen. If I'm going to give Dominic a little bit more of a chance as a life partner, and if he doesn't come up with the goods, I'm basically going to take anyone alive or dead. Make yourself at home, and thank you so much for doing this documentary. Sorry, no one's really ever asked us our opinions, so that's really cool of you. Thank you. Okay, so we want to get some more shots here. Oh, hey, who's this dude here? Hey, man, we're making a documentary.
No, no, you can't be in this room. Can you please? Cameras are supposed to be not allowed on the 6th floor here. Can you please go back down?
Can you tell us, please, what's happening on the 6th floor?
Well, this is where our executive meetings are held. Okay, there's no documentarian camera crews allowed here. Last
That
time someone
sounds.
was here, they died mysteriously. Is
Okay,
that?
oh, sorry, I'm dropping my camera. Ah! The camera's gone
Oh,
over.
the camera crew is having a issue. Oh, jeez. Sally, I thought we were going to be organized with this documentary. You know what? Can you please come up to the 6th floor?
I will. Give me a second. It's
Sally,
just
jeez, I can't really explain it to Sally. She needs to understand. Oh, thank you for coming. I'm a little concerned that this documentary is already off to a bad start. The camera crew is creeping around on the 6th floor where the bodies are kept.
You know they're filming you right now.
What? I told them no cameras up here. Oh, jeez. Is there no privacy in the internet days?
Dominic, just roll with it. Literally roll with it. I'm having a whale of a time. And no one has ever asked me my opinion in 25 years.
Sally, I'm sorry for not being more supportive of you. I know you want to express yourself, but this is not the time. This is our chance to prove ourselves to the spectral community and finally bring the spirit back to the dispirited.
Dominic?
Yes.
Dom?
Yes, Sally. Sal.
My little Dom.
What? Yeah, yes.
I feel like you don't see me.
Well, I see you now that you made your head apparent. I do see you, and I see you inside, even though you're actually transparent. I do see you. I see you as someone that's very sweet and very intellectually stimulating.
Okay.
Honestly, there's no one in the entire spectral plane that I would rather spend eternity with than you, my Sally. That's why I asked you to join me here in 663 Broadview. This will be our haunting. This building is protected by the Historical Association of America. It will never be torn down. It can never be rebuilt or refurnished or refabricated because it is historical. So that means we have forever to haunt everyone that ever comes in.
I just I just feel that maybe you see me as more platonic than I would like.
Well, I feel like I don't I don't really want to rush into things that are, things take time to develop. We have millennias in front of us to develop more of a non-platonic relationship. If that's what you're interested in, I'm not
You want to
opposed.
take it slowly. You want to take it slowly. I
The
get it.
last woman I loved lost her head for me in a roller coaster accident. And I died. I died trying to save her. I know I shouldn't have ran in beyond the fence. And I just can't bring myself to love another just yet.
Oh, Dominic, I completely understand. I do understand. So if you're the love of your life lost her head, that means that she must be here.
No! She went straight to heaven! She was an angel! She went straight to heaven and she did not get trapped here on this earthly plane. I will never see her as long as I am a haunting spectral. Don't you understand? We've been condemned. We've been condemned to stay here on this earth with all of these freak spirits that don't even know how to haunt a pumpkin on the 31st of October.
Okay, I think that's your celestial beep that just beeped. What
Yes.
you're saying to me right now is that your lady was so perfect that she went straight to heaven. I mean, how am I meant to compete with that?
Well, that, that's the challenge that I'm facing, my dear Sally. I I enjoy our time together under the stairs, ghostly arm in ghostly arm.
I just wish it wasn't so crowded. I mean, I've got to say something about Jim. Okay, I'm getting fed up of Jim taking far too much space up. He's starting to get on my nerves. Jim, I know you're there. See,
He does tend to creep around a lot. I I, I feel like we have to make do with what we have. He's stuck here just like the rest of us.
you know, I could have my pick of ghouls and ghosts. I could have my pick of Frankenstein. Okay, maybe not Frankenstein, but his brother has shown an interest.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you're moving across the pond?
Well, yes and no. I am willing to, hang out with you, see what the offer is, and then, you know, maybe then go and live with Frankenstein's brother.
Well, yes, my offer is an open-ended agreement to spend eternity with me haunting this beautiful house that I found for us. I mean, do you see the cobwebs, the creaky stairs,
Mm.
the broken piano that will forever be out of tune? I did this all for you.
They're filming this Like they're filming all of it. I didn't realize they were gonna film it all.
Yes, this is actually it's not okay. I have to I have a confession to make. Okay, this is not actually a documentary about us bringing the spirit back to the spirit world. This is actually being filmed for um, the the Ghost Bachelor. You're
Oh, this is the go. Well, if you can move aside, I would like to give my piece to the camera.
okay. I'm gonna go
Mhm.
to you.
This is like the diary moment. Thank you, Dominic. I'm very much on the market. And if you pick me for the Ghost Bachelor or Bachelorette in this case, then you're going to get a whole lot of haunting fun. I don't think you should go with him as the Bachelor. I think the Bachelorette would be better. And then you could bring lots of different ghosts for me. No,
I'm sorry.
you'd rather have him.
We're not gonna redo the series for you. Okay, this is The Bachelor. Okay, you're just a contestant. You need to compete. Show your competitive nature. We know you were an Olympic gold medalist in your living days. We would
Mhm.
like you to show some spirit and just go for the gold. All right.
Okay, it was European Championships, but I get what you're saying. I only got a bronze at the Olympics, but it was a good bronze. I mean, I deserved gold. I just got the bronze. Ah, okay, all right. Well, if you want to feature that jerk as your main person, then the Ghost Bachelor it is, and I will just compete, but I will win because of my competitive nature. Can I go on a date with him? Is that all right? I mean, give me a chance here to show my skills, mate.
Yeah, you can do a date. The date soon. We're actually going to do an interview with The Bachelor now. So if you can just go,
So
just
you're telling me to leave?
could you please? I mean, really, we only have so much hard drive space here.
Fine.
Yes, thank you for hiding that. I'm sorry I broke the rule, but I did want to just say one thing. I don't I don't want any other contestants. I would like to get rid of the other ones. I mean, Sally is really. I've chosen her already. I don't know what this whole bachelor thing is. So can you please? I mean, we need to make her think that she has a competition because I know she's a competitive spirit in her. But at the end of the day, there's no one aside from my beloved angel in heaven that could ever take over. We're my partner in crime. She's my partner in crime, really. And I just this was this is my way, my secret way. So just keep it all shh. Okay. Okay. I'll meet you down in the kitchen. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that would be great. Okay, we're gonna film the date now. All right. Oh my goodness, virtually headless.
Sally, you need to work on your spectral regeneration processes. I mean,
Showing
it
all my
looks like
body.
your innards are falling out of your exterds. I don't think showing intestines is appropriate for this audience. It needs to be PG if we want to make it onto TLC or whatever network we're going to be on.
Okay, PG, pretty gross.
Yeah, pretty gross, yes.
I've put a hat on for you, Dominic.
But you look very ghoulish. I'm very impressed. Thank you for look very fine.
You know, you haven't asked me much about my own life as a competitive squash player.
Well, yes, I actually I made you a bowl of squash actually just to kind of
That is very. Very romantic. Sorry, I'm appearing and disappearing all over the place.
Well, that's quite all right. It's new to us. We've only been here for 700 years. I mean, take some time.
Mm. I have a slight issue with squash as it goes right through me.
Yes, it was difficult for me. This is actually my first date as a ghost. I've been kind of not out there, so I wasn't sure the etiquette.
Well, I'm gonna eat it. So.
Okay, that's
Mmm.
I hope it's okay. It was actually rotted squash. I didn't really have.
I love it rotted.
Okay, that's great. So can you tell me just I'd love to hear a little bit about why you why did you why did you not why did you not make the gold in Europe? I mean, I was
I
rooting.
made the gold in Europe. I just didn't make it at the Olympics. It was a heart-rending tale. I was in the semi-finals of the squash championships, and I was squashed.
That's how you died at the Olympics?
I was killed at the Olympics by a rival. I believe squashed me. I was given the bronze medal posthumously. And that's how I got my bronze. I never laid my hands on it, and I should have won, really. But I was murdered, squashed by my own racket.
You were squashed by a squash racket in a squash tournament?
I was squashed on a squash court, sorry, with a squash racket. I was squashed flat.
Did you know that Bill from Under the Stairs was also a squash player?
We might have had the odd conversation with each other under the stairs.
Is that why he's always squishing us and trying to push us out?
Yeah, he's very jealous of you.
He is the one that brought you here to the spirit world? Oh, I'll kill him if he wasn't already dead.
Yeah, he died some years later when another, it actually was a shot put incident, but he was also squashed.
What
by
a
a squash
bastard!
player. But
He told me he was shot. It was a shot put.
it
He
was a
said it
shot
was a
put.
bank robbery. I'll kill him. Oh, he's already dead. Never mind.
Well, Dominic, I don't know why you're going through this full rigmarole. I know that when you were alive, that you were a keen roller coaster enthusiast.
I was. I had ridden
No,
all
yeah.
374 roller coasters in the continental US.
That is so brave of you. That's one of the things I like about you. You're a thrill seeker. I'm very sad that the love of your life got decapitated. I'm really sorry about that.
Yes, it was the Superman ride at Six Flags. And she didn't tie her hair back properly. Got snagged on a pulley, yanked
Okay.
towards the center.
That's all. I've got an image, and it feels like your punishment in a way is to hang around with only a head.
What? Yeah. Okay.
You lost a head, and now you've got a woman, a potential woman, with only a head and hands.
Well, yes. Unfortunately, I donated my body to science, so it never made it here. My head was the only thing that could be released. The rest of my body's on a table with formaldehyde somewhere being examined. So who knew that these organ donors were not making it to the spirit world? They don't tell you that when you sign that form.
I know that you had your own business. I've heard you talking about it. You designed T-shirts.
Yes, I designed T-shirts for a living. They were all, famous bands of the 80s, and it was very, very prominent business. I had T-shirts from every single band that ever made it on MTV Music Awards.
Because if you put the t-shirt between your head and your hands, you would then have a body.
Wait, yeah, yes. Unfortunately, they didn't. I didn't bring any T-shirts with me here to Purgatory.
I've had a wonderful day, Dominic. I would just like to talk to the camera and let them know
Okay, I will just.
how I've been getting on. Yeah, I really like the guy. What can I tell you? I feel slightly upset that he's put me on a false date with a load of other potential ghosts that he's televised it. That to me feels like a little bit of a break of trust to basically put me through an entire competition of 12 other people and then decide. So I'm not that happy with that. My options are a little bit limited. Under the stairs, there aren't many people other than the person that killed me, Jim. And I don't really want to date him. I mean, that feels wrong. How can I trust a man that would put me through this TV experience and pit me against 11 other ghosts? It just seems like, well, if you like me, then why not just go for that? I'm losing interest if I'm completely honest.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sally. Listen, this is not really gonna sell. This is not gonna sell ads. You need to be more woo-woo for this guy. I mean, really, we're trying to build up some interest here. I mean, what do you?
Oh, so you want me to like him more?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think you need some drama. We need some drama. You got to either go all in or all out. I mean, you got to pick a side. Walking the line here, it's just not doing it for me.
Oh, okay. Well, all right then. Well, I am still interested. Look, he's the best ghost down here. I just don't know how he feels about me. Okay, I will make your TV program great. I will give you the scene of your life. Get ready. Clean your lens or whatever you have to do, and I'll be ready to wait for this. We'll take a walk in the garden. Get him out here and we'll walk in the garden.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Dominic!
Yes, Sally. Would you like to go
let's
for a
walk.
stroll in the garden with me?
Yes, I will. Yes, I would. Dominic,
Yes.
you are the best ghost that I have ever met under a stairwell.
Really? Out of
Yes.
all the 342 of us, why would you
Yes.
choose me?
You are the most charming, most handsome, most dedicated ghost. I want you to get rid of all the other ghosts, the other 12 ghosts, and go for me.
This is a little bit out of the blue. I mean,
What? Out of the blue? I've been following you around for at least 70 years.
no, I know, I know. I didn't realize that you want to eliminate the other ghosts.
Of course I want to win the competition. You know how competitive I am.
Oh,
Hey,
I thought you
Dominic.
meant eliminate them, like send them, away.
Why would I do that? They're already dead.
Yeah, that was puzzling to me as well. I wasn't exactly sure the plan there. I do have to level with you, Sally. Another confession is here because
Oh my God,
there's
you're just full of
actually
confessions.
there is actually no competition. I'd already selected you. It was a pre-selection process.
So wait, this really isn't happening? The ghost bachelor?
No, no, it's not a Ghost Bachelor. This is called My Ghost Love Story. It's a documentary about me and my undying or already dead love, and how I can move on from my previously living love. It's really a heart-wrenching story about us spending eternity together.
I have seen that show on
My Ghost
AMC.
Love Story, you did?
Yeah,
Really?
it's amazing.
I know, well, we're on it, just so you know. Surprise!
Oh, Dominic! Oh, woo! I'm so excited.
I know, this is I'm so happy. I was worried that you might be a little bit freaked out about all the cloak and dagger
I
smoking me.
love the Cloak and Dagger. I was so competitive. You created my own competitive dream world where I beat 11 fictitious other ghost partners.
Well, I guess my plan worked.
This is so amazing. Oh, great. Yeah, wonderful.
So the
This
big
is great.
surprise, I have one big surprise for you.
What is a surprise?
Remember, I told you to never go down into the basement of 663
Yeah,
here.
you always told me never go in the basement and also don't go on floor 6 because that's where the bodies are buried.
Right, right. So the big surprise, I've been working on this for 666 years now. The basement is actually a dungeon, and I have transferred all the ghosts that were under the stairs to the basement. They are now down there. They've been locked in chains and ghostly containers. One of them is actually in a sarcophagus. So don't open that one. We can go down
Oh.
later and see. But they're all cleared out, and they'll be making some rumbling noises just to scare any humans that walk in. But the rest of the house is ours.
So we're going to have under the stairs to ourselves. That is so amazing. And also, Jim will be breathing down my neck.
No, no, Jim has a special place. He has been banished to the front yard. I've planted him under a tombstone that he can jiggle now and again.
So 6 months later, it's great to chat with you and let you know how we've got on as a couple. We got married and now we live.
Ceremony. We did convince Jim to host the wedding since he was the only one qualified, I guess.
Yeah, he was ordained before he was squashed. Oh. It was beautiful, moving, haunting.
It was a haunting ceremony. We
Haunting.
declared our vows to spend eternity together here at 663 Broadview, and we're looking forward to your publishing our love story and hopefully driving some tourism traffic here because we just like to scare the shit out of people.
Yeah, this is our business now. This is our life. Haunting are us. I obviously we've made a lot of mistakes in our life. I was maybe too competitive, which I don't know why that gets you in limbo on Earth exactly. Not quite sure. I mean, I did other things too.
Yes,
I
I
often,
believe it was because you cheated during the ceremony in the Olympics. I did,
yeah,
I
I
did
did.
hear that. You
I did
poisoned
cheat.
you poisoned four of your competitors and they died.
Yeah, that would be why. Hmm.
It's not really good for Olympics, but it's fine by me because
No, no, no.
that is
And
such an
you and
activity.
your t the reason you're here is your 80s man's t-shirts were just awful.
They were awful and also multiple copyright infringement violations
So
that
many
I managed
copyright
to
infringements.
evade.
And that's what happens. You end up in limbo if you breach copyright too often.
Yes, that's true. So remember, you can come visit us during normal haunting hours, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. any night
Yeah,
of the week.
yeah. We like to have a rest in the daytime, so don't come knocking then.
Yes, we tend to sleep under the stairs.
We do. And if you want to hire us, we are available. We
Birthday parties, weddings, bar, bat mitzvahs. Just come
Yeah.
on down. The
And
whole ballroom has been open. Just leave the cobwebs, but bring the guests.
we love the cobwebs. And we're really great at funerals, so that's hope to see you soon.
So thanks again. We'll see you next time. Good luck with my ghost love story.